Welcome to the Dead by Daylight concept Q&A. Most of you might not know how we make these concepts, so this video should shed some light on it. First off, let me introduce the team. RareThinks edits the videos, programs the gameplay demonstrations, implements the powers and features, as well as hosts the videos here on his own channel. First Encounter Assault has created the chase and lobby music that we use in our concepts, as well as the audio assistants such as the tear up noises you can hear in the Resident Evil concept. And my name is Wheatdraws. I'm the one who designs the powers, perks, and I also do the icons that you see on the HUD. We'll all be answering questions where appropriate, and if we missed any that you asked, likely it was similar to another question that was already answered here in this video. Questions that may not have been answered were character requests, which were said to not have been asked in the forum. Don't worry, Cooper, all is forgiven. RareThinks will unfortunately be unable to record his answers, so on his behalf I'll be reading off his responses to questions. First Encounter Assault has recorded some of his answers, but for the ones he hasn't, I'll be voicing those on his behalf as well. To know whose response is whose, just pay attention to the icon that was displayed moments before. When did each of you start seeing/playing Dead by Daylight, and what got you hooked? It was gifted to me probably 3 or 4 years ago by an old friend of mine. I was never really interested in the game at all until last year, where I racked up more than 500 hours in a short amount of time. There are plenty of reasons why I like the game, but the main reason is because I get to see all my favorite horror characters bunched up into one. I started in November 2019 because of my girlfriend. She found it by a streamer and told me about it. We love online and horror games, and after I saw it had licenses, it took my attention so fast to the point of playing it almost every day. I got it for free when it was on PlayStation Plus, so just after Clown's release, I believe. I no-lifed it pretty hard for a while, and thought it was a Friday the 13th ripoff for a long time. Once I realized the creative potential, I was hooked instantly. Why did you decide to make these concept videos? I am a massive fan of Dead by Daylight and the horror genre in general. I make these concepts partly because I want to see these characters exist in the game, and partly because I want to include them in a portfolio of sorts, in case I would pursue an actual career as a game developer. Originally, I always did music and videos for it to show what I do. This last year, I started to do the Dead by Daylight covers when someone told me about the Alien video of RareThinks and Wheatdraws. I thought I could help, and I liked so much to be part of different projects. I liked the teamwork, and it's satisfactory to watch the final result. I've been writing concepts in my free time a lot, but I reached out to RareThinks after seeing the Springtrap lobby and my icons in it. He seemed like a nice guy, so I offered to help in any way I can if he did another. Just a week later, he invited me to do Alien. How do you choose what concept and characters to do? So far, the concepts we've made are purely based on the characters which we like most. In the future, we will let people decide on the next concept by polls. RareThinks and Wheatdraws are the ones choosing the chapter concept. I just try to better the chapter concept, personally. Most of the character concepts they've chosen, I've already done a cover for. Personally, it's a lot of my own interest in the character, and a lot of the community's interest. I also have a small mountain of Google documents with concepts laying around, still unfinished. How long does a concept usually take to finish? Using the current format, it can take anywhere between 2 weeks of constant work up to a month. However, we will be creating our future concepts more ambitiously, which will definitely take significantly longer.
For music, it takes me between 1 or 2 weeks, sometimes less than a week, and it depends of the inspiration and how much familiarized I am with the style I'm making music.
With my own designs, if I don't usually already have work done on it, it can take some time. But my productivity ranges from getting nothing done to finishing all add-ons in a day or so. I usually spend a few days researching the concept at least, even if I'm already familiar with the topic. What is your favorite concept that you've all worked on so far? That's a hard one, but I'll probably have to go with Resident Evil. I'm a massive fan of the franchise, and Mr. X is my favorite villain from it. Mr. X. I did the menu and chase themes for him some months ago, but he's one of my dream killers for the game, and they also needed tear sounds, so I could say I participated on the project during production. It would definitely have to be Alien, purely because it was my first time working with RareThinks directly, and the absolute excitement I had trying not to freak out seeing one of my gameplay designs in action. It's a very unique experience. Of all the concepts you worked on, which was the hardest to develop? When it comes to existing concepts, probably the Alien one, just because it was the first one we made, so I had to program everything from scratch and put it all together. Maybe the Predator one, because I only saw the first movie in Alien vs Predator 1, so I needed to look and listen at a lot of the soundtracks to each movie and game to get a feel for the hunter. The new Springtrap concept we're working on right now. We agreed it should be something stronger and more impactful compared to the previous ones, so I was racking my brain trying to approach it based on my previous concept. It took some time, but I think what we have is pretty cool. What application do you use to create and render the concepts? The concepts are put together and programmed inside of Unity. Minor 3D art is created using Blender, and the video is edited using HitFilm Express. For the art I create, I draw in Paint Tool SAI and do some minor edits in GIMP. How do you make your music?
I use FL Studio as the base program, and then there I use different musical plugins like Kontakt or Omnisphere 2, just programs to make digital music.
Will the project files for the concepts be available for download? I get this a ton, and some have even offered money for it. However, I am not planning to publicly share the files of my concepts, regardless of the price. So many people use MP3 converters for my music on YouTube, so yes. For those who are interested in the icon files, they're welcome to contact me for them. Will you ever make a non-licensed killer concept? Most likely not. It would take significantly more effort, and there's just not as much of an interest for it. For music, I'm really open to that idea. I just need good concept ideas. I've considered it, but it doesn't have the same pull or interest behind it. I did do a Krampus one a while back, and I thought that was fun, but I never finished the icons. Do you have plans to do animations like hooks, moris, and locker grabs? Yes, the main reason why I happen to slug every survivor in these concepts is because we haven't programmed hooking yet. Animations are our biggest issues, so we didn't include these mechanics yet in order to save time. I think we'd all love to see that, though right now we're still trying to seek out animation help to ease the burden and push our stuff further beyond. If you're an animator who'd like to help us out, please let us know. Have you guys thought about making your own game? Maybe in the future, however, we have no plans for that just yet. I'm just a musician, but I can say I spent the last year and the first 3 months of this one making music for an upcoming indie game. I've never been part of any actual game development, but it'd be an interesting challenge. I'm not sure how useful I'd be though. How long have each of you been doing your part? I've been a game developer for over 5 years now, though my only publicly available releases include Five Nights at Freddy's inspired projects. I started in 2012 as a singer at 16 years old in metalcore bands. There are still vocal covers by me on YouTube on a different channel, but I won't tell about it. At 17, I found a channel on YouTube that used to do Sonic the Hedgehog music covers, and there I knew what I wanted to dedicate as my hobby. I've been doing Dead by Daylight icons since the March of 2020. If you've seen some of my early icon work, it's pretty rough. Will you ever do survivor-only concept videos? It's a possibility. However, killers are far more interesting for us to create and probably far more interesting for everyone else to see. I already did music for legendary skins of survivors like Lisa Garland or Sybil Bennett. I can take the challenge of doing for some others. Maybe in the future, but you have to understand people are generally more interested in what a killer can do, since a survivor at the end of the day is just a model. That could change though. Will you be doing commentary and behind the scenes with similarly to Wheat Draws? Probably not. I'll leave the developer commentary to him.
I don't think so. I just know very well how to do music. I'm not so fanatic of the game at the point of judge or know all about powers or mechanics. I'm just a simple player making fun music. I want to tell that I love when people judge and opine about the music I do and how much it could fit in the game.
Have you been contacted by Behavior, or have you contacted them? Now I get this one quite a lot, so this will be a slightly longer answer. Behavior has not contacted me for a job offer, nor have I contacted them. There are many reasons why I choose not to. Although I'm confident in my programming abilities and have a decent amount of experience, I'm definitely not at the level where I would work professionally for a company yet. I'm alright with 3D art and texturing as well, but again, I'm not a pro at it. Not only that, but I only know 2 programming languages. JavaScript and C#, both of which are languages in Unity game engine. Dead by Daylight is developed on the Unreal Engine, which features its custom visual blueprints, which is what their game uses, as well as C++. I'm not familiar with its engine nor its programming languages whatsoever, so I'm simply not suitable for the job at Behavior, regardless of how good I am what I do. Like Earthlink said at the beginning of his answer, so many people have asked me for this, and I even know people that try to contact Behavior for me, or in my name. The answer is yes, I tried and they replied to me, but they are not looking for musicians and I believe they won't be for a long time. They look satisfied with their music composing. Not from the concepts, but their Twitter guy did help me boost one of my posts on Twitter in August of 2020, just by replying to a post that I made for the community. That was pretty wild, so thanks Twitter guy if you see this. If they wanted me to work for them though, I think I'd make a pretty good receptionist. Do you steal assets from other sources? I see this one around every once in a while. To answer, it depends on whether or not you consider fan-made work that provides full credit to the original creators to be stealing. When are you going to show off the Five Nights at Freddy's gameplay? When it's done. You can already look for the music on my YouTube channel. Depending on if it needs changes, the one used in the concept may be different from the one on my channel. We want this concept to be as good as it can be, so don't expect the same pace as we've kept across the last concepts. This might take some extra time, but please look forward to the next premiere. Will you make a Patreon or other donation links? Unfortunately, a Patreon is not legally plausible for me to create due to the nature of my content. However, if you'd like to support the channel itself, feel free to donate through my Ko-fi profile. I'm still building my Patreon, but I'll leave the link here if someone is interested to show some support for my work. You can find ways to support me on my own website, as well as a new merch store that I just opened, where I'll be selling charms of perk designs. All the links mentioned in this question will be featured in the description below. As for the next concept, which is an expansion of our previous Five Nights at Freddy's video, please be aware that it may take significantly longer than our previous works, not only because it's more ambitious, but because Rare Things is currently working on finishing a separate project of his, a fan game project of the same franchise. We will try to keep you updated as much as possible. Thank you for your questions and sticking around this long through the video. From all of us, we really do appreciate the support and encouragement with these concepts. We're eager to create more and show you all what could be possible within Dead by Daylight. We'll see you in the fog.